Genesis chapter 35, 창세기 35장. Then God said to Jacob, go up to the Bethel and settle there and build an altar there to God, who appeared to you when you were fleeing from your brother Esau. And so Jacob said to his household and to all who were with him, get rid of the foreign gods you have with you, and purify yourselves and change your clothes. Then come, let us go up to Bethel, where I build an altar to God, who answered me in the day of my mistress and who has been with me wherever I have gone. So they gave Jacob all the foreign gods, and they had and the rings in the ears, and Jacob buried them under the ark at Shechem. Then they set out, and the terror of God fell upon the towns all around them, so that no one pursued them. Jacob and all the people with him came to Luz, that is Bethel, in the land of Canaan. There he built an altar, and he called the place El Bethel, because it was there God revealed himself to him when he was fleeing from his brothers. Now Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died and was buried under the ark below Bethel, and so it was named Allon Bakuth. After Jacob returned from the Padan Aram, God appeared to him and again and blessed him. God said to him, your name is Jacob, but you will no longer be called Jacob. Your name will be Israel. So he named his Israel. And God said to him that I am God Almighty, and be fruitful and increase in the number. Nations and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will from your body. The land I gave to Abraham and Isaac, I also give to you, and I will give this land to your descendant after you. Then God went up from him at the place where he had talked with him. Jacob set up a stone pillars at the place where God had talked with him, and he poured out a drink offering on it. He also poured oil in it. Jacob called the place where God had talked with him Bethel. They moved on from Bethel while they were still also distant from the Euphrates. Rachel began to give birth and great difficulty, and as she was having great difficulty in childbirth, and midwife said to her, so don't be afraid, for you have another son. As she breathed her last four, she was dying. She named her sons Ben-Oni, but his father named him Benjamin. So Rahel died and was buried on the way to the Euphrates, that is Bethlehem. Over her tombs, Jacob set up at the pillars, and to this day, that the pillars marks Rachel's tomb. Israel moved on and again and pitched his tent beyond Migdal's Edar. While Israel was living in the region, Reuben went in and slept with his father's concubine Bilhah, and Israel heard of it. Jacob had 12 sons. The sons of Leah, Reuben, the first one of Jacob's Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. The sons of Rachel's servant, Bilhah, Dan, and Naphtali. The sons of Leah's servant, Zilpah, Gad, Asher. These were the sons of Jacob who were born into him in Padan Aram. Jacob came home to his father Isaac in Mamre, near the Camria, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had stayed. Isaac lived 180 years. Then he breathed his last and died, and is gathered to his people, old and full of years, and his sons Esau and Jacob buried him.